How I wonder why you died for me. How I wonder why you sacrificed for me. But it seems you don't want to listen to me, yeah, 'cause I'm not worthy for you to die on the cross for. But it seems you don't want to listen to me, yeah, 'cause I'm not worthy. How I wonder why sacrifice for me. Baby, carry the cross to Calvary, 'cause I'm not worthy for you to die on the cross for me, for me. But it seems you don't want to listen to me, yeah, 'cause I'm not worthy for you to die on the cross for. But it seems you don't want to listen to me, yeah, 'cause I'm not worthy. How I wonder why you sacrifice for me. Because though we may weeping for Jesus Christ, 'cause I'm not worthy for you to die on the cross for me, for me. But it seems you don't want to listen to me, yeah, 'cause I'm not worthy for you to die on the cross for. But it seems you don't want to listen to me, yeah, 'cause I'm not worthy. How I wonder why you sacrifice for me. But it seems you don't want to listen to me, yeah, 'cause I'm not worthy for you to die on the cross for. But it seems you don't want to listen to me, yeah, 'cause I'm not worthy. How I wonder why you sacrifice for me. So, that is for this Easter. From time to time, we'll be having guests on the show. From time to time, we'll be having guests on the show. But it's like people enjoy my one-on-one chats with them. They like it a lot. I'm always getting inbox reviews. Yeah, but if I have a guest, I will make them come on air, because that's the essence. The essence is to promote young arts that want to be promoted. And this my show is not for you to be making free posters. You think it's time for you to make posters and you don't appear. That you don't appear on the show doesn't make you a star, because me, I'm a star in my own right. Okay, so they say charity can come in any way. I don't have to give you money. It's the little I have, I'm putting out to you for you to benefit from. So if you are out there and you need exposure and you want to come on the show to come and sing and to be interviewed, you chat me up, you inbox me. And if you want to sponsor this show, don't forget to call me on 08055371640. Our live lines are on. Is written on this live video. You can call me and contribute to the show. Now, today I want to talk about the Real Housewives. The Real Housewife of Abuja. Last week was one of the best episodes I've seen. You know what they call Igbo Amaka. Princess Jekoko gave us a party. In short, I was at home watching and dancing with them. I really enjoyed the masquerade display. So let me forget that in our Igbo culture, we have a very rich culture. It is people that are proud of their culture that display their culture. I want to hail Princess Jekoko in Abuja. for giving us a full display of our Igbo culture. And guess what? When I went to her her Instagram page, I noticed that they cut off some of the scenes because she changed like more than 4 times. But I think it's only like 2 times they showed here that she changed. No, I really enjoyed the party and she gave them a show. I don't think anybody on the Real Housewife of Abuja show has organized a party as hot as what Princess Jokoko has done for them. True, she's the life of the party. And I really like her, though she's very, very loud. Yeah, she's very loud. But that her loudness is making you to misunderstand her. But she's a very nice girl. I want Arafat to take note that people can be chasing you around with apology. If people apologize once, just grab it, okay? Even if you don't want to digest it that way. But she was calling out Arafat for settlement, and Arafat was forming busy. What do you mean? What do you mean by that? Do you know what it takes for somebody to come out to apologize to you? It's pride though. People have pride. So if you think that let me show her that I'm a bigger, I don't have her time, that she's a small girl. And if I keep using one word, that she's a child, that Princess Chikoko is a child. For Christ's sake, a child how? She's above 18. Don't be looking down on anybody. I want people to go and watch the Real Housewife of Abuja. Is on, I think you can watch it on Showmax. So you can start from episode 1 if you have not really catched up. You really enjoy the Real Housewife of Abuja. Then this show they call Wura. I always tell people, they say it's an adaptation of a South African soap opera they call The River. But the Nigerian version seems to be more hot. Maybe because I can relate to it, the names, the food and everything they're doing. No, that film is a must. That seasonal film is a must watch. People should watch. There's a lot of things to watch this Easter period. You know, tomorrow is Good Friday. There's a film they call The Five Bloods, an American movie about five soldiers who fought in the Vietnam War, and they took they saw gold. Yeah, they saw gold during the Vietnam War, and they dug it with this Charles Boggle, this guy that acted Wakanda that passed on. He was in the movie, so he mistakenly one of them shot him, but that one didn't tell the other that he was the one that shot him. All they knew was that a Vietnam soldier shot their friend, so he has been carrying that burden on his shoulder, and they buried him with, very close to the gold. But guess what? When they tried to come back to get the gold, there was a landslide, so the gold scattered everywhere. In short, from that movie, I found out that the amount of mines, this land mines, bomb, that they planted in Vietnam during the war, is still affecting them to today. Because there's a lot of land mines here and there. Oh my God, I can't even believe. Please, people should go and watch this movie. They call it the Five Bloods, like DA, the Five Bloods. It's an American movie. You will really enjoy it. Then there's this another love package seasonal movie. They call it Love is Blind. I do follow his season. They're now in season 4. Season 4 started off well. I'm not like you. You will really see, these are lovely programs you will watch and know how to handle relationship. So people don't know how to handle relationship. So if you watch all these series, how people date, speed dates, what people have blind dates, you see the question people ask and how to answer it. You enjoy it, because at the end of that show, most of them will get married, and on the day of the wedding, let me tell you the heartbreaking thing about that show. The heartbreaking thing about that show is that on the day of the wedding, that is when either of the spouse will decide if they are going to marry or not. Remember in season 3, if you are following Love is Blind, season 3, where the Nigerian boy said no to the girl on the day of their wedding, she was shocked because everybody knew that they loved. But you know the good thing about that, the Nigerian boy and that other lady, was that after the show they reconciled and they started dating. So I've not really found out if they married afterward, because the girl was not putting so much effort in the relationship. All she's saying is she's busy, she can't live her life. So that thing really took the guy back, like this guy is not ready to sacrifice in this marriage. That was why he said no on the marriage. It's not that he did not love the guy. So those kind of programs you might want to watch around this period. This holiday, there are, I think April 7th, prime time, yeah. That is Amazon is bringing out a new Nigerian gangster movie. Me too, I'm waiting for it to 7th. Hey, I'll be in front of TV. So yesterday, the real housewife of Durban, oh my God, the real housewife of Durban has been, I will not use the word bloody, but it has been bloody back to back. You can see how women stab themselves in the back for them say, they no say. It doesn't make sense to me. If you say something, honor. Say, I said it with your full chest. But you see people lying and trying to rope other people in, and innocently, the people that they rope in will be smiling at you, don't know that somebody else have gone to brainwash them. So I always wonder, what do you people watch? There are so many things you can watch. There's Wura, there's Real Housewife of Durban, there's Real Housewife of Nairobi, which we aired today. There's Real Housewife of Abuja. There's a lot of programs out there you can watch and learn and see how this gossip, how it starts. Yeah. Sometimes you always wonder how this rumor starts. You see how somebody will sit down in their house and go and gossip them. Instead of the person to own up that, I say something wrong, bro. The person will go and tell another person that is this person that told them, Jesus. And the person did not know that they've used her name to scrub on the floor. Ew. Now I discovered on Showmax that Anne Boleyn, you know this Anne Boleyn, the usual Anne Boleyn in the history, a white lady, that they used a black lady with a white guy as the king. I've been watching. To me, I don't know the essence why they did that. I know they are trying to inculcate the blacks, that the blacks were existing during all this period. But if it's not the person, it's not the person. Have you thought of it? You don't understand? Do you understand what I'm saying? If it's not the person, it's not the person. You understand? If it's not the person, it's not the person. So what I'm trying to say is that most of the time we twist history. With time, people will not know that Anne Boleyn in history is a white woman. Why not give history the real package, the real deal? Yeah, the real deal. Don't be twisting story just because you want to create another kind of story. Anne Boleyn, she's a white lady. Why make a black lady now act Anne Boleyn? I don't understand what the person is trying to depict and make it a series on Showmax. No. I'm still waiting. The producers of Grind, that Nigerian seasonal program they call Grind, the Nigerian lady, the Nigerian producers of that. When are you people bringing out season 2? I can't wait because I finished season 1 and I'm looking for more. I want to know what happened. People should not be doing us longer shows. Please bring out all the seasons. Let's be watching. Jehovah say, hey, if people, there's a lot of things to watch. Even as I'm standing here, my body is itching me because there are some things I've already put like on play. Now, let me tell you, there's something going on social media. I don't know if you have seen it, but you know, me, I have to give you the information. Some ladies started giving their encounters with sugar daddy. This news is going around on social media. Some ladies started giving out their encounters about sugar daddies. So there are some sugar daddies that they are heartless and they've ruined their life. Now, I'm having 9 stories here, but it's 9 short stories. And I hope your ears, open your ears, so that you ladies out there looking for sugar daddies, some ladies that have gone through it their life, learn from them and make up your mind. Me, I don't like making up. I don't like helping people to think. But when you listen to other people's advice and their stories, so it's 8 ladies, not 9 ladies. So let me start from Priscilla. She's 26 years old. She's talking. Just in case you are not joining us, I noticed that some people don't join us. We are talking about sugar daddies. Some ladies were sharing, 8 ladies were sharing their encounters with sugar daddy in their life and their experience. So I want you to pay attention. They gave their first name and their age. Priscilla, 26 years old. She said, I had just moved to a new estate where my married boyfriend stays. He rented the apartment for me because he wanted me to stay close to him. After a few weeks, I met a lady at the gym. She was a very cute married woman and I liked her vibes. We exchanged numbers and became friends. It was his birthday and the lady posted him on her WhatsApp status as her husband. It shocked me. 2 others in my compound posted him too as their boyfriends. I later found out that he owns the house he claimed to have rented from me, and he just put all his girlfriends there. It was so coded that I never saw him enter the compound before unless he came for me. I confronted him and he said I should mind my business or move out of his house. I'm still busy minding my business. This person doesn't want to move out of the house. Rent is cost in Lagos. The other one is Olivia. She's 30 years old. She said, I was dating a married man that I met from work and my boyfriend knew about it. The plan was to get some money from him, but things went south after I got pregnant. The married man wanted me to abort because he doesn't want a child out of wedlock. Oga, why didn't you use a condom? My boyfriend said I should keep it because he thought he was the only one having sex with me then. I was also confused because I didn't know whom the pregnancy belonged. I wasn't going to abort because it's a taboo in my family. I confessed to my boyfriend that I had sex with the man and he stopped talking to me. The married man also blocked me everywhere after I insisted that I didn't want to abort. I ended up losing the pregnancy and lost my boyfriend of 4 years too. The next one, I told you there are 8 ladies that made confession. Her name is Vicky and she's 25 years old. She said, young guys have shown me pepper, so I decided to date an older guy. He was married with 2 kids. I didn't know how broke he was until we started dating. He never gave me money willingly, so I decided to ask him for money one day. He sent the money 5 days later after telling me different stories every day. Guess what? This man sent me 3,150 naira. For what? Is it for a bar? He said he added the 150 naira so I can take bike of 50 naira and withdraw with POS for 100 naira. One day I told him I needed 200k to add to my house rent. He said, where do I expect him to see it? That even his wife dare not ask him for 20k at once, not to talk of 200k. He said the only amount he could afford to help me add to house rent was 10k. I made him send the 10k before I blocked him everywhere. So this one, the lady, her name is Nana. She's 25 years old. She said, I accepted to date him because he said he wasn't happy in his marriage and he needed me to bring him joy. He added that sex with his wife was so boring and wouldn't mind exploring it with me. I thought I did die the first time I had sex with this man. We kept having sex back to back and he didn't seem to be tired. This went on and on for 4 months. We meet up for sex 3 times a week and we spent hours doing it each time. It wasn't an easy experience for me. I didn't get a dime from him because he never gave me and I was too shy to ask. I waited till the 6th to see if there would be any changes. It didn't happen, so I broke up with him because he started looking as if he has just been using me, obviously. Lydia, she's 26 years old. She said, he found out that I was seeing another guy and I was sweating profusely, telling me I broke his heart. I got confused because I kept wondering if I wasn't supposed to have my own family. The next day at exactly 6:12 a.m., he texted me that he was at my door, which was surprising because it has never happened before. He talked about the whole boyfriend issue
He kept saying I can't cheat on him. And I also insisted that I'm trying to build a family too. Since he doesn't plan to marry me, married man, they said they should not cheat on him. What is he doing? He made a call and had, you guys can come in. That is how two guys entered and told me to start packing my load. Are we going to vacation? I didn't want to, but I was threatened with guns. Yeah. They waited while I packed all my stuff, and he said, if you want to be fucking another guy, he can never be in the house I paid for. Since the only thing you brought here are your clothes, pack them and go. Fear catch me. So this is what I get after dating you for 3 years. The agent of the house appeared and gave me a document to sign, so I didn't return to that house. My family in Mushi saw me with my load that morning. They think say na my ghost. The next story is Gift. She's 30 years old. She said, my boyfriend texted me one day that he needed 500k urgently, which I didn't hesitate to send to him because whenever he borrows from me, he asks to eat when paying back. I found it weird. He said he told me to meet him at a restaurant later that evening. I was about to step out of my car when a woman came out of nowhere and rushed me with slaps at the car park. I thought it was rapture. It took me about 5 minutes to regain. It took me about 5 minutes to regain my sight and saw that it was the man's wife. I tried fighting back, but she and her friend overpowered me. Remember that she had tricked me to send her money as well. I called my boyfriend, but he just said sorry and advised me not to call the police because she's a top police officer, Jehovah. If only she knew that what God has joined together, she cannot put asunder. Na me go still help her use that her husband code. Yeah. The seventh lady, her name is Fatia. She's 28 years old. She said, I had dated him for all these people they are talking about is married men issue. Girls that have dated married men. So just in case you are joining in, we are talking about girls that have dated what? Married men. They are sharing their experience. So Fatia, she's 28 years old. She said, I had dated him for 3 good years without knowing he was married. He lives in Abeokuta and lives in Lagos. So most of the time, he comes down to Lagos to visit me. I found his home address in one of the documents he kept at my place, and I thought giving him a surprise visit would be perfect on his birthday. I hired a surprise company because I wanted the day to be surprise special for him. The gate man didn't even hesitate to open the gate for us because he knew we wanted to surprise him. As soon as the trumpet blew, one short dark woman came out and was looking surprised and grumpy. She went back inside and came back with her husband, which is supposed to be my boyfriend, and 4 children. The last born was twins. I didn't know when I collapsed after seeing them. I woke up to meet myself drenched in water and being blown air by the surprise people. They said he told them to carry me out after I collapsed and that we must have missed the road because he doesn't know me. Hey! Some men, eh? The last lady, her name is Jane and she's 28 years old. My married boyfriend lives in the UK with his family. He only comes to Nigeria once in 3 months to attend his business and spend a week with me. He was stuck with me during the lockdown and I saw hell. I was never used to cooking, but he demanded that I cook 3 times daily. I spend most of the days watching how to make different Yoruba meals on YouTube. I make efo every day because that is his favorite and it has to be freshly cooked. Hey, tell a chef. That was still bearable until I realized how dirty he was. He would neither bath nor brush his teeth until I beg him to. He doesn't change boxers at all. He will say it's not like panties for females and you can wear one several times. Most of the time he uses the toilet and end up flushing it for him. Hey, I hated that. I didn't notice any of those before. The day he left my place was my happiest day on earth because I was tired. His wife must be a hero. These are women sharing their experience. These are women sharing their experience with married men. What are they doing with married men? And what are the married men doing with them? Okay, if you want to marry a second wife, please marry a second wife and leave people alone. If you want to marry a second wife and leave people alone. That is the biggest truth. What is going on here? As I posted a story. I posted a story about if you know that you are doing good for somebody. You understand? If you are doing good for somebody and you are expecting something in return, you are doing what? Business, not kindness. Some people think that one good turn deserves another. One good turn deserves another. I want to find out another story for you. Yeah. I want to find out another story for you. Because a lot of people think I did good for this person. I did good for this person. And the thing must, as I do good for you, you must do it back for me. It doesn't work that way. Goodness should be from your heart. Goodness should be from your heart. Not because of saying you want something from that person. Goodness should be from your heart. And that is what Jesus Christ did on the cross. He died for us and still forgave us. Some people, we are all sinners. So as you see me like this, I'm a sinner. Everybody is a sinner. If you say you are not a sinner, I wish you all the best. But me, I am not ashamed to say I'm a sinner, because once you start recognizing your faults and your sin, that is when repentance starts. Yeah. If you don't recognize your faults and your sin, that is where what? Repentance starts. If you start recognizing that, oh God, I'm a sinner, that I'm very sorry that I've sinned against you, repentance will start. But if you are still saying, I don't think what I did was wrong, you have not started repenting. Let me go back to a very interesting story I found this morning. And it's captured, I waited 10 years to kill her for snatching my boyfriend. Lady arrested for murder in Lagos says. The sins of the past might catch up with you. But do you know what forgiveness do in our life? It makes you to move on. And when you move on, you will turn back and say, thank God all the girls snatched the boyfriend. If not, I for don't suffer. Some people don't know how to move on. They know how to hold on to things. That is why their life is yet to move. That is the problem. Some people hold on to all the things that their family members have done to them. There's a difference between cutting off what will lead you to sin and still holding on to that sin. Because some people, if they've not punished you for that sin, they've not rested. So you have to be mindful, you have to be careful what you do and what you put out there. And learn to be what? Repentant of your sin. So let me establish the story. A lady identified as Anita Ofili, who was arrested for killing her friend Glory Okon in her apartment at Greenville Estate, Aja, area of Lagos, has disclosed that she waited 10 years to have her revenge. According to Vanguard, Anita said that she committed the act because the disease snatched her boyfriend about 10 years ago. Occupants of the buildings were alerted by a shout for help from Ophili's one-room self-contained apartment at 1:20 p.m. on Sunday, March 26. They reported forced the door open only to discover Ophili thrusting a kitchen knife into Okon's neck. Unfortunately, the victim, who was rushed to the General Hospital on Lagos Island, was confirmed dead after she had lost so much blood. One of the tenants of the building, who spoke on condition of anonymity, said the landlord's daughter was the one that heard the scream. She peeped through the window and saw a masked person stabbing a lady. She rushed and called her father, who alerted other tenants that forced the door open, only to discover that the masked person was Anita Ophili. The whole room was filled with blood. He discovered that the victim was still breathing. We had to tie Ophili's leg and hand to prevent her from escaping before the arrival of the police. Ophili did not show any sign of remorse. She said she would explain to the police what happened. She claimed the lady in question was her friend and that her action was in revenge for what her friend did to her. It was gathered that the suspect and the deceased had been friends for close to 2 decades and had attended the same tertiary institution. They were said to have had a misunderstanding that tore them apart for close to 10 years before they reconciled 2 weeks ago. Explaining why she committed the act, Ophili said, "Gloria and I had been good friends for years, but she betrayed that friendship by snatching my boyfriend." Confirming the incident, the spokesperson of the Lagos State Command, SP Benjamin Hundeyin, said, at 5:50 p.m. on March 26, a resident of Greenville Estate came to the station to report that he had someone screaming from one of the rooms. This is a pity. It's so sad. That is what we are talking about, forgiveness. The girl snatched your boyfriend. Is the boyfriend a property? Don't he know that they are snatching him? Was he even faithful to this lady before he was snatched? The girl snatched my boyfriend. Is the guy a handbag that she was running and put gun on his neck and said, "If you don't befriend me, I will kill you"? Sometimes when people use some words, it wonders me. The girl snatched my boyfriend. What about the guy? What's his input in the snatching thing? That means he never had interest in you. Haven't you seen some guys that you will go and see, let me tell you, why I stopped pulling out with some of my friends? I don't want problem. Oh. You know, us we find face and big bam bum. We are a distraction to a lot of people. Yes. This my big bum bum that I was even ashamed of when I was growing up. It's not like the hot cake. This is our big bum bum. People go to hospitals now to fire some kind of fats inside to get this our bum bum. But when I was growing up, I was ashamed. I would say, hey, let people not see my big bum bum. Now people are wearing tight thing and you are telling me not to wear tight thing. I will wear tight thing, no, because my own was free of charge and I was chastised about it. So we have to. This bonbon that people are going to some kind places, some kind doctors to get. I have it free of charge from God. So me, I don't like following my friends out though, because us we find face and big bonbon. Where their boyfriends will be talking to them, you will see him doing like this. In front of your friend, and your friend will be like this, and he will be facing you. How will you tell your friend? So that's why I don't like following girls out to meet their boyfriend. Me, I don't want trouble. Don't come and pour me a seat for nothing. Because you don't see the guy. So what's the guy's input? She's claiming that the guy is not. Where is even the guy? Did he even marry the girl? Why didn't he marry you? Huh? the girl snatch your boyfriend. By the time you go, you know some people have not visit Kirikiri prison. When you visit Kirikiri prison, you will not want to sin again. You think that you are watching too much Oyibo film. You think it's that kind of jail. You think it's that kind of prison. Nigerian prison is the one that resets brain. When you come outside there, you carry Bible, that Bible that is big like this, with big cross on it, and you be telling everybody, thou shalt not sin, thou shalt not kill. Because when you go, shall we are lawyers now. When I was a state prosecutor in Lagos Ministry of Justice, they will send us there to go and find out some one or two things, and it might be a judge. A judge will order us that now they've cost us, state prosecutors, that will really come to court, that we should go to prison and find out one or two things. When you go there, yeah, that is how your eye will. The only wing I know that is somehow okay is those people that is on death row. Those ones that are life sentenced. Some of them they are enjoying life there. They have DSC and they have everything. Things are flowing for them. Especially the ones from rich family. Now this one here, Nigerian prison is not like that though. So all this crime you are committing, you think when she go to prison, that is when she will now start understanding that freedom and forgiveness is a big deal. Everybody persecuted Jesus Christ. He died on the cross. He said, Father, forgive them for they know what they are doing. Talk less of you, human being. Do you understand? Talk less of you, human being. What are you saying? The guy snatched. Did he even marry your friend? Did he even marry anybody that you know? The guy might even be in his house now, drinking coffee and tea and reading the same thing, and you'll be wondering, that thing that happened last time is what is still happening now. Look at what somebody carry hatred. She even won marks, too much American movie. You want skid mark and you're going to stab somebody. Jehovah. That is what they call mental illness. Some people have mental illness, they don't know. And that's why you keep carrying it. See, let me tell you, people don't understand. They always see me as a very happy and bubbly person. It's because I chose it. If I carry in mind what people do to me, if I carry in mind lies people have told, I've always said it, that people that I went to with university, they told a lot of lies against me, and guess what? I forgave all of them. Yes, all my university people, especially the ladies, I don't know what I've done to them, but they will just, because people will say, oh, fine girl, Obi is beautiful, Obi is this, Obi is that. You will see them, they will package lies and start spreading about me. But when I look at them, I just forgive them in my heart, because if I carry it the way they have told lies against me, we will not move. People will sit down and lie against me, and I will not say anything. You know I will not say anything? I am praying when they are doing that, and I'm communicating to my God, and I'll be looking for one funny thing to watch, because if I use it the way you use it, maybe somebody will be in prison. But the only thing I did is that I learned to cut off people. Because anything that will continue leading me to sin, somebody that can package such lies against you and the person don't know you, that kind of person in future can put poison inside your tea, because all the lies they told against you did not manifest. And that's why most of the people from my university days, I call them up. None of them I can boast on my chest. If they are watching this, the only person that have been to my house is a lady they call Rita, which is my friend. The rest people have never been to my house. Okay, Rita and Akudo, the rest people have never been to my house. But you see the lies they'll be pardoning about you, as if they know you, they sat down with you. Even people will come and attack you for the lies they have from other people. But what happened? I forgive them. And guess what? Because you forgive people, no matter how they try to bring you down, you will still be bigger than them. That is the biggest secret you don't understand. The secret about being on top of your enemy is to learn to forgive them, move on, and stay away from them. And you know why? No matter what they try to do with your continuous prayers, it will be going what? Back to sender. The power of prayer, people don't know the power of prayer. Prayer doesn't mean you have to shout. You have to shout, and speak in tongues. Sometimes 1 minute and 1 second prayer, just by saying, oh God, help me, is a prayer. Oh God, cover me with the blood of Jesus, is a prayer. oh God, as I go out and coming out, guide and protect me. It's a prayer. You don't have to be shouting and prayer. How, when they say ask God, how are we going to pray? He said you should go into your room and pray quietly. But a lot of people shout, right? God can hear you. God can hear you, so you don't need to shout. He said he can even hear your inner call. So even when you are standing, and you are about to sign a contract, you can be in your mind and be casting and binding that anybody that wants to spoil this contract, in the name of Jesus, in your mind, but God is hearing you, and that's what you don't understand. I read this story purposely because some people carry a lot of burden on their body, and that is why you have not prospered. Because the burden you are carrying on you is being seen by the enemy, and the enemy will leech on that burden and continue creating more weight on you. But when you wake up one morning and say, anybody that have done anything against me, oh Father, Lord God, deliver me and release me from it, you will see all the burden will follow from you, and you will learn a good life. If you have lived a very bad life in the past, you can change your life. You can turn your life around. And by the time people start seeing a new life with you, Nigerians, we know how to forget and forgive. We know how to move on. If we use all the things that we have experienced in Nigeria, we will never go far. So I want to even congratulate all Nigerians, because we too we have forgiving spirits naturally. Because if you think of all what we have gone through, Naira crunch, fuel scarcities, we will not be where we are today. So Nigerians, congratulations. But I want to use this opportunity to speak to the whole world that if you are still carrying unforgiving spirits around you, it is a burden that you cannot move on with. You have to use this Easter to remove the burden from your body. It is what? Finish. Always remember that anybody you are carrying, once you believe in the blood of Jesus Christ, once you believe in Jesus Christ of Nazareth, all of your problem is finished. Tomorrow is Good Friday. Take out your time. We Catholics, we don't eat meat. So it's not a ritual. It's just like they kill Jesus. Anything that is blood, we should abstain from it. It is part of fasting. Do you understand? It's not, fasting doesn't mean you have to do 6 to 6, 2 to 2. No, it is your own way of fasting. But this is the way of fasting Catholic food for all Catholics, that we don't eat meat. And it will affect even to the younger ones. But what I want to tell you is that take from today and tomorrow, whoever has offended you should not ruin your life. Because this lady waited for 10 good years. For 10 good years, she did not get another relationship, right? So for 10 good years, she did not see another boyfriend that say hi to her. For 10 good years, she did not move on. All she was just planning is killing. It's because mental illness sometimes stem out from unforgiving spirits. So use today to say, God, whoever has forgiven or has offended me, I forgive that person. And all my problems, it is what? Finish. Because now, by the time she gets to Kirikiri prison, that's when she will understand what transpired here. She's still doing, I have no remorse, I have no remorse. That is what the devil do to you. You will not have remorse until the devil departs from you. It is when the devil departs from you and he allows you to be on your own, suffering, that is when you understand what damage you have done to yourself. This is a lady that would have planned her life by now, having children, and this story would have been like a story she would tell her children, that once upon a time, a lady snatched my boyfriend, but thank God I married your father, and if not, you people will not have been as beautiful as this. You laugh off your problem. Who told you we don't have problem? When you see us all packed up and all beautiful, who told you we have problems? So hi. My list of problems is like this, but I decided to shorten my list of problems by not paying attention to the devil. I just live my life and say, oh God, I thank you, and I move on. So you have to learn to move on from every evil thoughts. You understand? Let me tell you what you don't understand. God will never give you a temptation you cannot handle. So people will have that same thing that you are going through and will commit suicide. But God knows you are strong. And I always tell people that, let me tell you, this devil you are talking about, if you go and read the book of Job, the devil still go back to God to tempt you. So you have to be strong to go through the temptation so that you, at the end, you reap what God kept for you. Kanu court orders killing of a noisy cockerel. Cockerel, in case you don't understand what is cockerel, chicken, or cuckoo. A Kanu court orders killing of noisy cockerel for disturbing neighbors. A magistrate court in Kano has ordered the owner of a noisy cockerel to slaughter it or face a penalty. The court gave the order on Tuesday, 4th of April 2023, after two neighbors of the owner of the bird filed a complaint with the court. They claim the bird's relentless loud crows disturbs their sleep and the peace of neighborhood. The court, located at Gida Murtala, ordered Isiaku Shaibu, the owner, to slaughter his bird. One of the plaintiffs, Yusuf Mohammed, of Jin Quarters of Kano Metropolis, told the court that the cockerel's relentless crowing was an infringement of his right to restful sleep. Oga need to sleep well. While admitting his cockerel's knack for loud crows, Mr. Shuabi prayed the court to stay the judgment until Friday, April 7, 2023. Maybe one kill am for Easter. He told the court that he had bought the bird to celebrate Good Friday and asked to be given until the Christian holy day before killing. Good Friday, we don't eat chicken though. They only permit anything that has blood. They don't really have, but I'm not sure they permit chicken though. Okay, don't be using us and be waging here for court. I think they allow boiled egg, but there's no blood in boiled egg. He told the court that he had bought the bird to celebrate Good Friday and asked to be given until the Christian holy day before killing it for a family feast. Okay, you don't get fridge. The magistrate Halima Wali Hen ruled that Shaibu should cage and slaughter the bird on Friday or face a penalty for the court. So as we speak, tomorrow the bird, that is the cockerel or the hen, will face a firing squad by slaughtering of his neck. So, a South African woman fakes her own kidnapping and demands ransom from her husband. A 47-year-old woman, Firoza Bebe Joseph, has been arrested in South Africa for faking her own kidnapping and demanding a 2 million rand ransom from her husband. Mrs. Joseph made a brief appearance in the Durban Magistrate Court on Wednesday, April 5, 2023. The woman from Phoenix, north of Durban, is charged with defeating the end of justice. Police said the woman was arrested on Tuesday after investigations proved her version of events was not entirely accurate. KwaZulu-Natal police spokesperson Colonel Robert Noshinda said police received a complaint of a woman who was allegedly kidnapped on Clayfield Drive in Phoenix on Monday. He said it was reported that the woman left her husband's business premises to use a restroom at their home a short distance away. Her husband received a call from her reporting she was kidnapped and pleading with him to deposit an undisclosed amount of money for her release. The husband received a call from his wife claiming that she had been kidnapped. She pleaded with him to deposit an undisclosed amount of money for her release. Few moments later, her husband received another call from a man who threatened to hurt the woman if the woman was not paid, Noshinda said. He said police investigation revealed that the woman has allegedly staged her own kidnapping and she was charged. Police are sending a strong warning to anyone who is contemplating to faking their own kidnapping for any reason or waste state resources by opening false cases that they will be met with flaming wrath of the law, he said. Noshida said police had been working hard to decrease the number of kidnapping, which has been an increase recently. The man they give woman money. Take care of your woman. In court, Joseph Anthony Chris Gordon said she's employed as a manager at a garage. So yesterday, there was attack on policemen at Sele. We need to talk about that too. Sometimes these people they call Okada men, they always behave like court members. I always tell them. Unless you have faced this set of court members, that's what I call these Okada men. They will just gather you. That you are in an association doesn't give you the right not to hear from the other side. Once it affects their member, these Okada men, they always attack. We should watch out. I always call them court members. They just come out to attack you. They don't give you a fair hearing of what has happened. I've seen it several times, and they should be watchful because they killed one policeman and a DPO. But there's another story here about what the police did. To me, it's not fair. And this one happened in Delta State. A trigger-happy police inspector arrested for allegedly killing trader in Asaba. The Delta Police Command has confirmed the arrest and detention of a police inspector identified as Ebri Ubi over alleged murder of a trader, Mr. Onyeka Ibe, in Asaba. Spokesperson of the command, DSP Bright Edafe, who confirmed the incident in a statement, said the trigger-happy inspector was alleged to have shot and killed Mr. Ibe while on stop and search duty along Ugbolu Ula Road in Oshimiri North local government area of the state on Wednesday, 5th of April 2023. Edafe said the inspector was arrested on the order of the Commissioner of Police, CP Ari Mohammed Ali. The Commissioner of Police, Delta State, CP Ari Mohammed Ali, has expressed heartfelt condolence to the family of late Mr. Onyeka Ibe, who was reportedly shot dead on the 5th of April 2023 at about 0930 hours by an inspector of police, one Inspector Ebri Ubi, while on stop and search duty along Ugbolu Ula Road, Oshimiri North local government area of Delta State. The statement reads, the Commissioner of Police, on receipt of the sad news, immediately ordered the arrest and detention of the errant police officer and directed that he is transferred to the State Criminal Investigation Department, Asaba, where he has further ordered a thorough and speedy investigation. The CP noted that for the force, being a disciplined organization, will not condone such cruel action by any member of the force, assuring that the offending officer will be subjected to internal disciplinary measures, including criminal prosecution. He therefore appealed to the members of the public to remain calm and law-abiding, assuring them justice will not just be done, but will be seen have been done. The following indicated police lines are available to public to reach command as a quick response contact for complaint of distress. The number is, they say 091 5557 000 8091 55, their number plenty. So 091, just in case you have complaints, 091 555 7000 80. The another one is 091 555 70001. That is the command control room. So if you have complaint, you contact them. Then Peter Obi has come outside though to say he did not say anything on that voice note. It's fake. He said, I continue to thank all Nigerians, especially the youth and the obedience, as they have remained focused on one core mission of a new Nigeria that is possible even after the February 25th, 2023 presidential election. He continued by saying on Twitter, before, during and after the campaign, it is on record that I have maintained my commitment and focus on issue-based campaign about a new Nigeria that is possible. A shift of emphasis from consumption to production, a new Nigerian characterized by inclusion, justice, equity, fairness, and prosperity. I repeatedly stated that no one should vote for me based on tribe or religion, rather on the assessment of character, competence, capacity, credibility, and compassion that can be trusted to create a new Nigeria. The present attempt by the APC as a party and the APC-led government through some government officials and agencies to divert our attention from our bluntly stolen mandate is unfortunate and sad. P2B continued by saying on Twitter that these have come and continued to manifest in different ways, such as the malicious accusation of the Minister of Information, Mr. Lai Mohammed, the circulation of a fake doctored audio call, and the pressure on me to leave the country. Wow. Let me restate that the audio call being circulated is fake. And at no time throughout the campaign, and now did I ever say, think, or even imply that the 2023 election is or was a religious war. P2B continued by saying that the attempt to manipulate Nigeria is very sad and wicked. Our legal team have been instructed to take appropriate legal actions against people's gazettes and others. He continued by saying, while we call on all concerned Nigeria and the international community to implore the APC and the APC law government to stop their nasty attacks, my focus and commitment to lawful and peaceful retrieve and mandate to secure and unite our nation. He continued by saying that take Nigeria from consumption to production, pull millions of Nigerians out of multi-dimensional poverty, especially in the north, and jumpstart prosperity through agriculture, industrial, and technological revolution remain unchanged. P2B continues saying that elections are over and we are in court to retrieve our stolen mandate. Let it be reiterated that we are doing so through all lawful and peaceful options in line with our legal system and constitution. And I continue to implore all Nigerians to remain peaceful and law-abiding. Those fixated with heating up the polity, creating division, tension, and hatred within and outside Nigeria should remember that Nigeria is our only country. Our focus should be on how to address the litany of the challenges facing us, such as flawed electoral process, the parlous state of our economy, unsustainable debt burden, lamentable unemployment and inflation, insecurity and multi-dimensional poverty. A new Nigeria is indeed possible, and God will help us. P2B. So, before I round up this today, there's a Nigerian lady declared wanted by the Edo State Command. She's based in Canada. Why I want to pick up this topic is that most people think because they are based abroad, it is okay for them to say everything and stir up the pot in Nigeria and disappear. This lady has been declared wanted, and there's a bounty of 5 million naira on her head. I want to get her full name. I blocked the story. So just in case you are watching, I blocked the story yesterday. I want to get her full name. Yeah. So Nigerian lady based in Canada declared wanted by the Edo State Police Command. The Edo State Police Command has placed a sum of 5 million naira reward for information that will lead to the arrest of Rachel Inyomana, a Canada-based Nigerian lady, over accusation of cyberbullying. Are you people paying attention? Cyberbullying, stalking, defamation, and impersonation. On January 11, the Commissioner of Police received a petition from the chairman, Nigerian Union of Journalists, Edo State Council, Comrade Festus Aleke, reporting that the alleged offense of cyberbullying, stalking, and defamation of character against one Rachel Ebony Osaze Iyomona, he said. The police spokesman said the command had written a letter to the Assistant Inspector General of Police Force, CID Annex, Alagbo Ikoyi, Lagos. But while the police were on her trail to affect the arrest, intelligence revealed that the suspect was based in Canada. Why I'm saying this, you can continue reading the story on my blog. What I'm saying is that most people come to internet and be arguing and be insulting people. People are now what? Filing complaints. And guess what? This lady has been declared wanted. And not only that, they have already alerted the immigration office that anytime she lands in Nigeria by mistake, she will be what? Arrested immediately. So be mindful of what you argue and shout and do on the internet, because it's what? On record. The last but not the least I have for you today is an invitation from Prince Charles for his coronation. So Prince Charles is inviting people. The official invitation for the coronation of King Charles and the Queen Consort Camilla has been revealed. Designed by Andrew Jennison, the invitation featured the motif of green. Those they like to tell us all the thing wey e mean to us. In Nigeria, as far as no be money, no one here. So the coronation will take place. Let's look at the dates. For people that like royal news, the coronation will take place at Westminster on the 6th of May 2023. So pay attention if you want to watch us. We are not invited. We only blog the story and to watch it on TV. So I will draw the curtains today. I wish to have and share so many stories. Like I said, we'll be having more of me appearing, because most people say, I love you when you speak just directly, but when we have a guest, we must showcase them. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed your time with me chatting, and you've listened and you've gained one or two things. Tomorrow is Good Friday. Like I said, let's try to have forgiving spirit. Even me self, there are some people I hope I carry for mine. My cash, you know, you don't pay me all my money when you owe me. Don't mind me. But we should learn to have forgiving spirit. We should learn to move on from everything that will make us continue to sin. We should learn to cut off from every evil. The Bible says when this thing is leading to sin, you cut off that thing so that it will not continue leading you to sin. And don't forget that during this Easter, learn to share. When you cook, share to your neighbors. And don't forget the poor on the road. Don't forget to give them food too. Everybody is a human being. Everybody around you should learn to feel Jesus Christ from you. Like I said, Christianity is not about when you wear Mary and Martha and walking around. It's about you, your character, and what you portray. That will draw people more to Christ. I don't know what to say, but have a wonderful day and merry and happy Easter in advance. Bye.